Hello, good morning. Thanks for bearing with us as I was going through some technical difficulties this morning. My name is Mindy, and I'll be leading you through a slow flow this morning. So, welcome, and hope you're having a great start to the morning. Um, I'll move through some slow flow poses, and at any point, if something starts to feel uncomfortable or if it doesn't feel right, you can always stop and take a break on your couch and watch some cartoons or whatever it is. And also, just wanted to remind you that these videos can be paused, and you can come back and watch it later and finish it later. So yeah, my name is Mindy. I'll be leading you through slow flow today, and today is April 25th. If you are a fan of the movie Miss Congeniality, you'll know that April 25th is the perfect date, right? So uh, the story of it is on the movie, one of the beauty contestants is asked, to describe her perfect date, and she says, well, I'll have to pick April 25th because it's not too hot, it's not too cold, and all you need is a light jacket. So, interesting thought to go with. Obviously, it's a joke, but maybe the thought of what the perfect date, or more specifically, what the perfect day is for you, and how we can try and make that happen for you today. Yeah. So before we get started, if you want to grab a few pillows in case you feel like you need some props, maybe a blanket, and some thick books or blocks if that suits you, and just kind of gather it around you. And whenever you're ready, you'll find a comfortable seated position, whether it's in a chair or on the ground or on a pillow of some sort. So let's come to a comfortable seated position, kind of rock around, move your body a little bit just to settle and find that spot. And then you're welcome to rest your hands on your thighs or on the tops of your knees, wherever works for you. And then let's all just take a collective deep breath together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, inhale. And exhale out of the mouth. That was good. Let's do 2 more. Inhale through the nose. And exhale. One last time. Inhale. And exhale. Awesome. All right, resume breathing in and out of your nose. Settle into that comfortable position. And then maybe take a quick scan, visual scan around your space, noticing different things in that space, colors and shapes, things that, material things that bring happiness to you, live things like plants, and dogs and cats, and guinea pigs, hedgehogs, whatever other furry companions you may have, and loved ones if they may be around you. And then option to look forward with a soft gaze where it's kind of blurry and you're not really focusing on anything, or you can close your eyes, up to you. And then as you sit here, shifting your focus from looking around and using your eyes to using your ears to observe the environment around you. What do you hear? If you have the windows open, you may hear the soft pitter patter of rain if you're in St. Louis. Maybe the wind in the leaves. Maybe the air blowing out of your vents and your breathing. Distant sounds of people who live with you or near you. And then moving your attention inward to listen to your breath. How does your inhale sound? Does it sound different from your exhale. Is one longer than the other? Do you find yourself inhaling for more seconds in your exhale, or vice versa? And as you sit here, we'll walk through just a little bit of imagery and intention setting. So, thinking about where you are today and now and how you started your day. And then just being aware of all the hours and minutes and seconds that you still have today before 11:59:59 tonight. And then thinking about what makes you happy or content, something that you wish you could do today to make it the perfect day and the perfect date. Some of us may wish that we could go outside, and that's okay. If that's within your capacity to do, then maybe try to find time today to do that. If that's not something within your capacity to do today, that's okay. Let's think about small things that we could do to make today just a little bit better, right? So perfect is unachievable in a lot of ways. So what can we do to make today better? A cup of tea with some biscuits or cookies, story time with your children or your nieces or nephews, playtime or snuggle time with your furry companion, listening to music or playing music with your significant other, or sharing a meal and friendly conversation over Zoom or Facebook Messenger or FaceTime with your friends. And whatever those positive things are that you think you could do today, just pick one thing, one achievable thing that you could do today that would bring you some joy, some relaxation, some contentment, some gratefulness. Maybe hold on to that thought of that activity, or movie that you'll watch, or song that you'll listen to. When you're ready, if you had your eyes closed, you'll gently open your eyes. And if you had a soft gaze, you'll refocus in front of you. Now let's inhale both arms all the way up. Then lift your shoulders to your ears and reach those fingertips up towards the sky. Ooh. Feel yourself grow taller. Exhale, just let your arms kind of float down by your side. One more time here. Inhale up. Reach, 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 reach. And exhale. Lower. And then from here, letting your left ear fall towards your left shoulder. Just a small stretch in the right side of your neck, just letting that grow long. Inhaling back to center, and then exhale, right ear to right shoulder. Back to your inhale, and then exhale, chin falls in towards your heart, looking down into your lap. Inhaling back to center, and then exhale, letting your head fall back. Looking up to where that wall and ceiling meet in that corner. Or exhale, letting your head fall all the way back. Just trying to make sure that your shoulders don't come up as your head falls back. So letting your neck bones really support your head. You can open and close your mouth. Move your jaw around. And just stretch out the front side of your throat. Inhaling back to center. Very good. All right, if you're seated on a chair or on some sort of prop, you might want to move it to the side. You can keep this cross-legged position, or you can have your legs out in front of you. Up to you. Yeah. So from here, we'll just do a little bit of movement. Inhaling both arms up, and then exhaling over to your right. So reaching over. Inhale, center. Exhale, reaching over to your left. And then following your rhythm of breath, whatever that might be, move through just a few cycles of these for the next 15 seconds or so. So there's no rush. You don't have to follow me at exact speed. Just kind of move through it. Listen to your body and what it wants to do. Okay. And then next time you come back to center, go ahead and exhale and let those arms float down. So we'll move through our first kind of flow on the ground here. First coming into butterfly pose or cobbler pose. So bringing your feet in together to meet in front of you, and then having your knees out to the side. And you can just kind of flap your butterfly wings just to get them settled. All right. From here, sitting up tall, holding on to either the tops of your front of your knees or your ankles. Very good. And then exhale, folding forward slightly. So thinking about bringing your heart down to your feet instead of the forehead to the feet. Yeah. So trying to keep a flat back wherever you are. Option to kind of push your elbows out and rest them on your shins or up towards your knees, just to help this opening in the hip area. Inhaling all the way up. And then you're going to extend your right leg out in front of you. So keeping this left knee bent. And then you just bring that left foot in towards that right thigh. Inhale, sitting up tall. And then exhale, folding forward. This time trying to bring the heart to the right knee. Exhale, folding forward. And you can hold on to the back of that right knee or reaching down towards your right foot. You can also use a strap or a belt if you have it, and putting it over that right foot. I'm going to turn so you can see what's happening here. Inhaling all the way up. Very good. And then you'll sit up tall, and then on an exhale, you're going to twist over to your left. So from here, just go ahead and twist over, and your right hand can catch the outside of your left knee as you turn, and then your left hand's behind you like a kickstand. And you can look behind you over that left shoulder, or you can look forward. Really just wherever your neck wants to do that, okay? And then inhale, coming back to center. And then when you're ready, you'll switch legs. So this time, left leg pointing out in front of you. Right foot is going to be tucked into this left thigh. Inhale, sitting up tall. And then exhale, folding forward over that left knee or towards that left leg. Inhaling back to center and then twisting over to your right. So this time catching the outside of that right knee and twisting and looking forward or back or to the side. Okay, inhaling back to center and then bringing the foot back in, finding your cobbler pose once more. Exhale, folding forward. Inhaling back to center. Okay, so we'll move through that just one more time. A little less cueing, and we'll just kind of flow through that, okay? So starting off in your cobbler pose, inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, folding forward, heart to feet. Inhale, center. Exhale, extend right leg out, fold left foot in. Exhale, folding forward over right ankle. I'm sorry, right knee. Inhale, tall. Exhale, twist to left. Inhaling, center. Exhale, switch. So left leg out, right foot in. Inhale, tall. Exhale, fold forward over left leg. Inhale and exhale, twisting over to your right. Exhale, center, bringing the feet in for cobbler pose once more. Inhale, tall, and exhale, fold. Excellent. Inhale, coming all the way up to center. We're going to move our way into a tabletop position. So, finding the wrists and hands kind of supporting below your shoulders, knees about hip distance apart, right below your hips. We'll move through some cat-cow here. So on an inhale, you're going to drop the belly, turning your sitting bones back towards that back wall, and looking forward, pushing into the ground with your fingertips. Exhale into cat, round that back, looking down at the mat directly below your belly button. 2 more rounds here. Inhale, dropping that belly, relax the belly, looking forward. Exhale, cat, pushing into the ground with your fingers, your palm. One more time. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Then when you're ready, we'll sit back into our child's pose or balasana. First one with me. So letting those sitting bones come back towards your heels and then folding forward. So you're welcome to rest your forehead on the ground, on a block, on a pillow, whatever that might be. And feel free to stay here for as long as you'd like. But when you're ready, you will come back up to a tabletop position and then begin making your way into a down dog. So go ahead and curl your toes under, pushing your pressure into your fingertips instead of your wrists. And then deep inhale, On an exhale, lifting those knees up off the ground, pushing back and up, and you're going to find your upside down V and walk out your dog, so pedaling your feet and being gentle with your hamstrings this morning, or whenever it is that you might be doing this practice. And you can take deep bend in the knees, or kind of walk it out side to side or front and back. Eventually finding some stillness in this upside down V. And then looking up between your thumbs, let's kind of tiptoe your feet up towards them. Take little baby steps. Inhaling up to a flat back. So hands on your shins, thighs of the ground. And then crown of your head shooting forward. You're looking down directly below your nose. And then exhaling into a forward fold. You can kind of dangle here. Maybe grab opposite elbows and sway. And you can consider bending your knees as you sway. Nodding your head yes and no. Okay. Coming back to that flat back. Once more. Side bend the knees. Reverse swan dive, so you can come up with a flat back, or you can come up rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Okay, so up to you, whichever you prefer today. Once you get to the top, maybe just doing some shoulder rolls or arm swings. You can swing your arms this way and swing your arms this way. Whatever way works for you. Yeah, so choose your own adventure. Okay, from here we'll work through some standing poses, kind of a modified sun salutation B, if you will. So coming towards the top of your mat. From here, let's find our Tadasana, our mountain pose first. So I'm going to turn this way so you can see, but at the top of your mat, you can just kind of rock and roll a little bit till you find the four corners of your feet. So the outsides of your big toe, your little toe, and the outside left and right of your heels. And then thinking about actively pushing into the ground and really claiming this space and just feeling a little bit of engagement come up your legs, and then maybe a little bit of engagement here in your belly. And if you want, you can roll your shoulders back one time. Palms facing out in front of you, and you can look forward about eye level or slightly above. Actively reaching with the fingertips. So really embodying the spirit of a mountain. Stable, determined, immovable, constant, strong. Any other words, descriptive words that come to mind when you think of a mountain, just thinking of that and embodying those characteristics for you in this moment. Very good. All right, when you're ready, inhale, reaching up. And then exhale, you're going to sit into a chair, an invisible chair. So letting your sitting bones come down, bending at the knees. And so option to reach up with your hands. You also have the option to do goddess pose or goalpost arms. So shoulders, elbows would be about shoulder height as you sit. So different varieties for you to choose from. And then exhale, you're going to swan dive forward into a forward fold. Inhaling to a flat back. Exhale, fold, plant the hands. Let's step the left foot back. Okay, when you're ready, actually, let's go ahead and drop that back left knee. Okay, and then when you're ready, inhale, coming up to a lunge. So option to take and keep this low lunge, and then just feeling the stretch in your hip area and in your hamstrings. Um, and then option to come up to a high lunge if you'd like to. Okay, so option to stay here or lifting up onto the back toes, finding your lunge. Okay, option to stay here in this high lunge, but if you'd like a little bit of flow this morning, on an exhale, you can dip that left knee down just a tad, and then inhale, lifting back up. Exhale, dip, inhale, back up, exhale, dip, inhale, back up. Very good. All right, exhale, hands come down to frame the front right foot, pushing into a plank. Option to drop the knees for a modified plank if you like. And then exhale, bending with your elbows, pointing towards the back behind you, coming down to the mat. And then inhaling up to cobra. So pushing into the ground. You can take a baby cobra with your elbows bent and really only your upper chest is off of the ground. Your belly is still kind of in contact with the ground. So that's an option. Or you can push all the way up. So just trying to make sure your shoulders aren't up by your ears. You want to try and melt them down your back. Okay, curling the toes under. Exhale, push back, down dog. Looking up between your thumbs. We're going to step our left foot up there, okay? So however it gets there, you're just going to move that left foot basically up to the front. And I'm going to turn this way so you can see. So again, option to drop that back right knee. Inhale up, finding a lunge. Option to take high lunge if you so choose. And then option to dip if you'd like to. So on an exhale, dipping that back knee. Inhale up. Exhaling and dip. Inhale, coming back up. Last time, dipping here. Inhale, up. Very good. Exhale, hands come down, frame the front foot, and then pushing back into your plank. So option to have knees down or knees up. Okay, exhale. You're going to come down to chaturanga, all the way to the mat, and pushing up into your version of cobra. So again, option for baby cobra here, or pushing all the way up here. Okay, peeling the toes under, exhale, push back down dog, please. Looking up between your thumbs, we'll just walk our feet forward. Taking a deep inhale and exhale with a soft bend in the knees. Next inhale, swinging the arms up, coming to reverse swan dive. Exhale, sitting back into a chair. So Utkatasana on this side. Again, option for goalpost arms or reaching up. And then inhale, standing all the way up and finding your mountain once more. Excellent. You guys did great. All right. So finding a wide legged stance here, so just slightly wider than your hips. You're going to hinge from the hips, and then on an exhale, folding forward until your hands reach the ground or a bolster or a blanket, whatever it is that brings the floor up to meet you, okay? Coming into your forward fold here, you can just kind of shift your weight in your hips. And alternately bending the knees as you do that. Okay. And then from here, let's kind of move back into our down dog, yeah? So whichever side, on your mat, you're gonna find your Adho Mukha Svanasana or down dog. Get an option to walk it out before you kind of settle into that pose. And then when you're ready, bending from the knees, you're going to find a Balasana or child's pose. Once more. So again, sitting bones reaching back towards the heels, folding forward. Inhaling back up to your tabletop position. And then we'll actually go ahead and move into a reclined position now. Yeah? So go ahead and reclining here with your legs straight out. On an inhale, let's go ahead and pull that left knee in. Sorry, right knee. That right knee in. So hugging that knee in towards you, maybe pointing and flexing that right foot. Maybe doing circles if that feels good. Okay. From here, we'll move into a pigeon position, just in this reclined position, right? So if you have a strap or a belt, you can have some help with this. So you're going to use your left hand to kind of hold on to your ankle and kind of pull in towards you just a tad. And then using your right palm, you're just going to push against that knee a little bit. So basically, you're just going to open up through the hips right here. So if you can see, this is what it's going to look like. And so if you have a strap or a belt, you can reach around right here to help you hold on to that ankle without straining your back or your shoulders. Okay, from here, we'll go ahead and release, hugging that knee back in once more. And then on an exhale, you're going to let that knee fall open out. So this is your right knee. You're going to have your right knee fall open out to the right side of your body. And you're welcome to use a pillow or something to support that right knee if it's kind of hovering and not quite touching the ground. So just place that kind of right under that right knee or right thigh. Inhaling back to center and hugging that in once more. And then exhale, go ahead and release the leg back so that it's laying straight once more. Okay, From here, let's inhale left knee in this time, hugging the knee in. You can also hug in by holding the back of your knee or the back of your thigh. If that feels better for you. And then coming into that pigeon position except reclined. So same thing here, option to use a belt. And you can just hook onto that left ankle, pulling in, and then using your left hand to just gently provide some pressure to that left knee. All right, releasing that belt and that ankle, hugging the knee in once more, and then option to point and flex that left foot and do circles if that feels good. And then from here on an exhale, letting your left knee fall open outside the left side of your body. So again, if you notice that your knee seems to be floating or hovering, kind of like how mine is now, go ahead and move a pillow over or a stack of blankets and just place that below your left thigh. And just give it some space to rest. Inhaling here, bringing the knee back to center, and then folding it back in and hugging it towards your belly. And then exhale, leg extends back out. And then from here, you'll find a comfortable resting position. So we're coming into Shavasana, or corpse pose, final pose of our practice today. So laying down on the ground or on the couch or on the bed. If you're on the ground, you feel like you need some support, you can stack some pillows or blankets beneath your knees or to support your head and neck, yeah? So just finding a comfortable position laying down. And then I'll sort of walk you through some targeted muscle clenching and releasing movements. So option to close your eyes if you'd like, or you can keep them open. Hands down by your sides, palms facing up. And then starting out by clenching every muscle in your face. So you're just gonna grimace and clench every muscle in your face, make every muscle in your face as tight as possible. And then exhale, release, and let those muscles fall back where they usually rest into. So unclenching the jaw, smoothing out the wrinkles in between your eyebrows, and peeling your tongue away from the roof of your mouth. And then next, you'll tighten your shoulders. Tighten them as much as you can. Imagine that you're lifting a giant boulder, and then tightening all the muscles in your arms, your biceps and your triceps, all the way down your forearm and then down to your fingertips. So really clenching your fingers into tight little balls, making your arms as tight and just clenching everything, okay? And then on an exhale, releasing the shoulders, biceps, triceps, forearms, letting your fingertips uncurl. And then resting into the natural position. So no need to straighten them out. Just letting them find that natural way. Taking a deep inhale here. Exhale, clenching every muscle in your legs, thighs, hamstrings, curling your toes. And then exhale, release. And letting every muscle in your leg all the way from your hips down to the bottoms of your feet relax and fall into their natural state. You're welcome to stay here and lay here or sit here for as long as you'd like. I'm about to go ahead and say thank you for spending this time with me this morning. I appreciate you inviting me into your home virtually. And please do go check out all the other videos that Yoga Buzz has in store on their website, and also go to the Earth Day Virtual Festival where Yoga Buzz is doing some online live classes there as well. The light in me respects and honors the light in all of you. Thank you very much.